From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. In the league right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
36 yards. First down, Bengals.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
11.
Now Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11. 11 mighty. 12. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that. He's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught by James. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Richie James, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. Don.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Gray. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 7, Bengals 0.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score, Chiefs 14, Bengals 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Smoke Monday. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
I don't need to. Yellow, yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
43!
They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
11. Gotta go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
12.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween.
And my goodness, another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
On one, ready?
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Jahan.
Now it's Burrow. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's James returning. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow. Hey, Riblet.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That went into the hands of... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Gun. Got. 12. 11, MT, tape. 11,
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit.
11.
And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Burrow on first down. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Burrow looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
11, mighty.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd down, Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
11 MT. 11.
3rd and goal, Burrow. And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11, Thomas.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
12. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT. Stop.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Flushed out right. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. 11 Thomas.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
to Mixon on second down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
11, mighty. 11, mighty. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. In motion right is Tony. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Now it's Mahomes again. Sideline throw is caught by Valdez-Scantling. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
57 colors.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Felix Anudike-Uzomah in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT.
In motion
11 MT.
left is Higgins.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try it. Keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Gun.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
11,
so trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
12. 11. 11 MT.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Burrow changing the look. They'll look to throw again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down right there at the 38. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Inside the 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. DJ Reader, former Texan, there on the tackle. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
11 MT, 11 MT.
On second down, here's Mixon. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Gun. Got 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Eleven.
'From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10.
11 mighty. Got
Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
On one, ready?
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
12. Stop.
Now Burrow. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 3rd and 8.
Attack.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw it here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because